Coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. They'll begin the drive with Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On second down, here's Garoppolo finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're going ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Elliott, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
46.
A first down throw for Prescott. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. A second down throw for Prescott. Broken tackle. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. Prescott to throw this time. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that'll bring up second down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Get out there, get out there.
He's going to get it running right. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a...
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. David Irving with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Garoppolo to throw on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up, and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This will be fielded at the 17. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come over with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A good pick up there of 20 yards.
11. Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jalen Smith in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Play action. Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here you go.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
They go Elliott again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
Now Prescott eluding the pressure right. Complete on the deep ball.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So it shifts past him. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Hey, come on, come on, come on. 11.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go. 46. Here we go. 47. Go, get out there. 26.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Room here to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 30. 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Check. Press. Go. Get out there. 26.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd down.
Here you go.
To throw is Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Man. He got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Steps away to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here you go.
Again, it's Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Here we go. 480. Here you go. 26.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
46.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott over the middle and hits Austin. And oh, it coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. Deep ball, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Here we go. 480. Go. Get out there. 26.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And now he bowls him over. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Alert! Alert! 3 down. 3 down. Here we go. Get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out. 26.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. Breaks a tackle, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Get out. Get out. 3 down. 3 down. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. It's our time. It's our time. Kill. Woo. Turn it up.
Toss left to Elliott. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. Right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
3 down. Check. Hey, here we go. 26.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here you go.
Now Elliott, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
They get it to him running left, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Then we'll go into 53.
Running with Elliott. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Now a desperation throw. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. David Irving in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about